Hi everyone and welcome back to Micro PD. This is episode 4 and today we'll be thinking about things to consider when making instructional videos for our students. I think it's important to acknowledge that online teaching is hard. It takes a lot of time and energy, and it's forced teachers to change the way that they're used to delivering content and engaging with their students. But as you all know, because you are experts by now and have been doing this for months, videos are a great way to do just that. But making video lessons and tutorials for students isn't something that everyone knows how to do or do with confidence. In the past few issues of the Weekly Bites, there have been some great examples of the ways that other AISG teachers in the elementary school are using video as a way to engage their students and deliver content. If you are one of those who aren't as confident in front of the camera, I hope that you'll find some useful tips in this video. Let's get started. Okay, so the first consideration is what kind of equipment do you have access to? This is important because depending on what device you're using, the things that you can do will differ. But it's also important to note that you don't need fancy equipment, you don't need fancy lights or microphones or anything. So tablets and phones can produce really good instructional videos alone, but the more that you have access to, the cooler things that you can do. So don't let the fact that you only have certain devices put you off to even trying it. Another consideration is using both words and images in your videos to help direct students' attention. Adding things like lesson objectives or central idea or listing out the steps in a procedure can help in so many ways. It's great for language learners, but also it keeps the video nice and focused for you and the students, right? For example, this slide here was made with images and words in Canva and then just put together with this video in iMovie, but you can use lots and lots of different programs and apps to do this depending on what device you're on. So you can use PowerPoint, you can use Keynote, Apple Clips, there are several. But also remember to use Creative Commons images. That way you are modeling good digital citizenship for your colleagues and your students. A third consideration for making instructional videos for students is to try and make them more engaging. Adding a personal greeting, posing a question, or adding sound effects or music are just a couple of ideas for making your lessons a bit more engaging. You can ask students to pause and reflect, share their thinking with a parent or sibling, or jot something down in a notebook just to break up a longer video or make a lesson more engaging. One more consideration when making instructional videos is something I refer to as trimming the fat. That means really only including things in the video that are essential and really add value to the lesson. Most people's attention spans are really pretty short, and students even more so. Trying to keep instructions as concise and basic as possible will help with their understanding. Some of the ways that you can keep your lessons nice and short are by writing down your key talking points, using some basic video editing, practicing or rehearsing what you're going to say before filming, and maybe using time-lapse on some parts of your video that can be sped up. The final consideration today is just starting small. You don't have to spend hours making a 5-minute video. It will only lead to lots of tears and frustration, and it's not sustainable. So if there's just one little change that you can make to enhance your videos, then celebrate that win. All right, everyone, thanks for joining me for another Micro PD. If there was something specific that you'd like to know more about, please just reach out and email me. I'm happy to help. See you next time. Thanks for watching.